He'll bring it out. It's Price. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Wants to pass it. Grabs behind the line. It's Carr. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The give on the inside. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Might as well give it to him again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. To that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right for the big play coming.
Listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Got it in the middle, it's Cuevas. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Williams. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Defense playing a bail technique. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Converts on fourth down, still going. And he'll hurl it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Carr. Looking to buy time. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Lost the fire on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires downfield. Fires into traffic. Picked off.
Well, he started rolling to his right. Because of that, it allowed the defenders time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got a man. It's Horton. Nice move. Create some space. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Pulls it in. It's Williams.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. To the air, it's Simpson. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Under fire. Gets rid of it. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. Got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. This time on target. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Grabbed over the middle. It's Love. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted. Now, they can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
I'd give you more credit than me.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
You got on top. Just took over.
That one bounds through the end zone, and
That's
it'll be a
saying, bend you
touchback.
over. Never got off.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job on the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a pass.
To the air, it's Carr. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The running back has it. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Right down the gut of the field. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Irish!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's picked off for the third time today. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Handoff to the single back. Sweet cut there. Finds a crease at the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be changing the route. Now the play fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Kick it off to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're an offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
That's caught. It's Miller. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Simpson. Now he's going to break the pocket. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Fuego. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about this.
He's got it down outside. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Alabama pushing the tempo.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play.
Breaks into the open. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown time. These teams spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, she just sent me the pictures.
Hands team people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
Like she had a semi-form or something.
Notre Dame has
Mama
the ball
just sent me
ready
the
to
same
get
pictures.
moving. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Ready to fire from the pistol. On the run, it's Bob. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the 3rd quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Leaves it with the back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Flanagan. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. The tight end always finds a way to get open. He's just a 1st down machine, Jesse.
And he's a guy, Reese, that is proven he can beat man coverage, but he's also so good against zone, too. He just knows where the soft spots are in the defense. That's why this quarterback has so much confidence in him.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. And off from the shotgun. Ripping through the defense. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Man, there's not a running back in the country that doesn't want to get fed and get fed and get fed, and he has been. He's been fed, and now he's up to 150 yards, so great productive day for this running back and create a lot of balance on this offense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Calls his own number. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out more space.
Quick release on the RPO. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play calling.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback. Getting the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Quick completion on the out. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Looking to throw at Simpson. The throw to the outside is complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. Long near the sticks. It's Horton. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Miller. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quarterback moving. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Escapes the pressure going right. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Looking to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bama!
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they've tied it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we might be headed for overtime. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. The short hands, it's Williams. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Buys a little extra time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! They strike first in overtime. You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Right, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time, and you got misdirection. There's so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
Did not get it, and instead of kicking the extra point, they missed the 2, and the lead is 6.
Notre Dame, 21.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking for room, it's Mott. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
To the air, it's Carr. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On fourth down, going to the air. Fires it down the seam. Oh, and it's intercepted. A turnover in overtime. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up.
Esther, come home. We need a bigger steer mother's cat.
Field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Gets the back moving. This guy can throw it. Close to the marker. It's Carr. He's loose down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
It get ugly quick, little bro.
Probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Scanning the field, it's Aller. The sure hands, it's Saunders. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the sticks, it's Pena. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They'll operate out of split backs. Looking to throw on first down. Extending the play. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
To throw again. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
You want to talk about shaking down From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you've worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Pena. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
On the snap, it's Allen. He'll toss it. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He'll toss it. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Well, speed is something that you simply can't coach, and this defense has it in bunches. You saw it that time on the option play. 3rd and long, they're trying to get it to the pitch man to see if he can outflank the defense. No can do. He gets a couple of yards, but not before the defense is able to rally to him and get him down. Now setting up 4th.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll give it to him again.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. On the run, it's Love. There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, Irish. Once he got some room, it was over.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Allen. Now the pitch. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Allen. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. Got it behind the line. It's Reynolds.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Allen. The pitch. Turning it on. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They had that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you can tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
You wanted to do it all
You
day.
see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense? You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Looking to throw, it's Allen. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Price. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Price. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Price.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. Called down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
On the direct snap, it's Price. Here's the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Looking for a man, it's Carr. Got room at the 35. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Notre Dame right back to the line. From the red zone, it's Love. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking for room at the 20. Just plowing ahead. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Allen. He'll toss it. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Singleton. And some room to work. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the 1st down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Rides it and reads it. He'll pitch it. Runs through the tackle. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Hard running there. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 20. Inside the... And he breaks it back. Can you believe this? The final play of the 1st half. What a disaster. I might get the offense.
All right, and I'll pull us a driver. Oh, yeah? Cool. Seem like a double kind of guy. Because, so,
What you eating?
Skater.
That's sweet. What is taking me so long?
you know, so much, you know what I mean?
That's good.
Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Next week, what you got these frappuccinos from Sam's Club?
Yep.
The Vols will
Let's
kick
see
it
if we
away
grab
to
some
start
more.
us off.
I actually like that. Great replacement for coffee.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. To throw, it's Carr. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Breaks the tackle.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, the quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete in the middle. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. to throw. It's Carr. Under fire. Right on the money. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They put the first points on the board.
I love the aggressive nature in the play column there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. It'll be 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Quick strike complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He breaks a tackle. There he goes. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. And the Volunteers have their offense in high gear. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Got the tight end outside. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown ball.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Back to pass, it's Carr. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Trying to keep the drive alive. Can't get him to the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, no, they're just going to draw them offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. You can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
What's this?
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. First down here for the offense.
Chat with the guys. Whatever you want to do.
From the shotgun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Caught over the middle, it's Fields. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Takes the handoff, it's Love. Breaks into the open. Touchdown!
Is that Peter?
It's a fan.
This is my last name now for this one.
You understand if you don't, then she's going to die. I've never bothered to do people. Hey, wait. I will play the fool when there's not a good wills. Well, the winner said, what was I supposed to do? You know, that was before he got to the hospital and became a high-blood loser and a clown.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish. South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway.
I do.
That gamble did not pay off.
Into this life-threatening accident, and here I am, trying to take advantage of you by marrying you without even knowing me first. I wish I didn't have to do this. It's the only way my so-called parents would save my mother's life. They probably can't even hear me anyway, but I just wanted you to know that you're not alone anymore. So, yes, being part husband.
Bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll go to the ground. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The Ducks heading quickly to the line. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play.
Come
Let's
on
see
now.
if it stands.
Offside.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Ducks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous.
Your defense better be better than your offense.
For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Makes the catch.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down.
Oh,
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Wide open downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ew.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. This time it's complete. Touchdown, Notre Dame! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride. So
Let's fix that defense, bro.
Catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Bryant. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? A dynamic return, explosive, and
That's right where we want you.
Team,
deal with that.
Barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. How about that return? He may not get credit for a touchdown, but if they can pay it off, that score set up by the return man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line, you really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield and make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be fourth down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This is awesome defensive.
And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Get ugly down here, boy.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second.
Hey, Mom.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Fires left. Rolls it in. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Notre Dame right back to the line. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Throwing right. He's got it. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Motion from the wide receiver. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Just keeps swinging it. Throws to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
Yes, sir.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
Subscribe to the YouTube page, Brody.
He'll bring it out.
You live.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably
I'm going to send it over to you here in a minute.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. On the ground, it's Hughes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. At the 45 on his way. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And they've got him looking run now to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's loose. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few series again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
You really trash, Brody. We keep it a buck.
It's been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point,
But that's a nice play.
All tied up.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Oh, he's looking to throw. Card in the backfield. It's Carr. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat. They give up a big play.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Dropping back, it's Carr. Looking for the score. Touchdown! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Basic connection. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
I think, really?
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Love. Open space at the 25. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half.
Good game, Iceman.
If you don't come here,
This is my last one for the night, too.
The
I
ball
appreciate it.
bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback.
look at this face.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then.
Turning it on! Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Creates a little space. Got enough for the first. It's a running room. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Go ahead and go to bed, brother.
For 6 more points.
I tucked you in pretty good.
Eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes
You want me to read you a story, too?
Action. Oh, we can throw it, but it starts with the run game.
I
And
got
this
you.
guy's setting everything up.
You got it right here.
Fielded in the end zone.
So you know how to return kicks. Yeah. Yeah.
He's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense.
I'm
After
coming.
giving up that
I'm coming
score,
for that.
now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get it back and
Clearly don't want to
Jesse
win.
in this game.
They got to put some points
Clearly
on the
don't
board here.
want to
There's
win.
obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Using his legs, it's Davison. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Moore. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback.
Like to pull like a wildcat. You know what time it is.
They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Moore to
Give it to
the
it.
air. He's got him in the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. They're throwing for it on 4th down.
Ooh.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly complete. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20. First and 10 from the 18. Rides the back on the option. The give.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run.
Just you can't throw the ball.
Tackles can make a back really special.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. And a sack all the way back at the 5. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Wants to go on top. Pressure coming.
Oh, they do me dirty.
The run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Dropping back, it's Carr. Throws to the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's blocked. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead.
You should have put a long time ago.
They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. He wants to throw. Defense was not fooled for a second, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. Third down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up fourth.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires to the big fella. He did. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like
Stop,
they're
boy.
going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Power football with the run. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Oregon! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Yeah.
Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Kickoff unit.
You know you can't get no stops.
That last drive, quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They keep it on the ground, clock is their friend. Makes it past the marker. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Takes a handoff. It's live. Brings into the open. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Good night. I love you, big boy.
Offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive.
Played a good game.
They got another score added to the
Just with
lead.
that defense.
Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback will flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Moore will throw. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Caught in the backfield, it's Whittington. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
See why you don't throw the ball. You can't do nothing with it.
Throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll throw it with the catch. It's Moore. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Moore to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
There we go, we'll tuck you in. That's what you wanted, huh? What you wanted, huh? Tucked in? Bedtime?
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close.
I'm going to show you how to do it.
Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's locked. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He fires one deep over the middle. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
I left a 3rd in there.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. One last incompletion, and that'll do it.
I left a 3rd in there.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Get down.